I hope you're ready for this. Our next speaker is a family man, a father, a son, and an ex-business owner. 7 years ago, he became a cop to protect his family and his community. But in September of this year, he resigned from Big Paul in disgust, good on him, over ongoing and increasing human rights abuses. And now he's doing whatever he can to protect his children and the freedom and the rights of fellow Australians. Let's hear it for Christ, Backman!
Yeah, of course.
Hello, Victoria!
I just wanted to come and tell you guys today some things. Firstly, I wanted to say I was wrong about something.
Yeah, I'll take a photo and send it to Dad.
When all this rubbish started, I withdrew from society. I got rid of my social media because I couldn't believe the level of stupid that was out there. And so I stayed away from it all. Did my own research like many of you. And when I took the stand that I took against this a couple of months ago, I actually thought I lost my family over this, I threw my career away over this, and I figured I was on a very lonely path. And so I'm just so pleased to know how fucking wrong I was! I've never been happier to be so wrong about something in my life. And what's clear to us all is that there's clearly an agenda going on here. There's no matter what science, what evidence, what legal issues get raised about this clown that runs this state is on an agenda to jab everybody no matter what. The thing about these people who claim that they are in positions of power, they claim that because we, over time, have given them our power. And it's time that we reminded them who has the power. Who has the power? Who has the power? You hear that, Muppet? Now that clown Daniel Andrews said, what did he say? If you're told something will help, you're obliged to do it. Well, I think it'd help if he moved back to China where he belongs, so start Twitter. Fair income. He would be the worst bloke to get on the beers with. Like, why would you want to get on the beers with that bloke? So we're dealing with people who think they're in power. And these people, they're not very impressive people at all. They're just people, and they're frankly very ordinary bad people. Now, old mate Brett Sutton, who's drawing a lot of love and attention these days, I see on video, could barely contain his laughter as he explained, if you work in the post office, you have human rights, but if you work in the news agent next door, you got none. These are the people who want to decide whether you get detained for 2 years without trial or not. Do we trust these people? No! We're dealing with people in the media who, instead of asking real questions, why do we use a PCR test that's faulty? Why do we use the statistics from the PCR test to declare lockdowns when we know they're false positives? Why do we do that? Why do we block medication that works around the world to save people from this disease? And if it doesn't work so good, then why does it goddamn work so good? Instead of doing these things and asking these questions, they use Big Bird and Sesame Street to push jabs into our kids. Now, this is all obviously part of a much bigger agenda. What's the agenda? The agenda is to control you everything about you, where you do, where you go, where you live, what you get paid. And this is the beginning of it. So we've got people like this Klaus Schwab and his love child, David Koch at Sunrise, who push bigotry, discrimination and segregation. And they want to hang their heads in shame. So what's clear is that if we are to end this, and the people have been asking me, reaching out, saying, how do we stop this? This is how we stop this. This cannot be ignored. And if they ignore this, we go again and we double it again. And if they still ignore it, we show them humiliation power and we shut this shit down. Now I'm calling on all of you. This is where we stand. Reach out to everyone you know in every industry and convince them to shut this shit down. And it does not start again until this shit ends. State of emergency gone. This bill burnt to ash.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I just want to say again, while I have the opportunity to address my former colleagues one more time. I get wet. I get wet.
Where we go one, we go all!
Where we go one, we go all!
Guys, in 10 years' time, when you've got absolutely no freedoms left, you're going to be looking back to this day and saying, what if I had done something? What if I had stood forward? What if I had talked to my boss? What if I had talked to my mates? I know you talk to your mates in secret. I know you don't want to be here. I know many of you don't agree with this legislation that's coming in. I know you don't want to enforce it. And I know many of you, just like him, are shaking your head and thinking this guy's fucked in the head.
Shame on you!
But you can't turn back history, mate, in 10 years' time when it's all over.
Get on the right
My
side.
question is, there any of you, is there a leader among you?
None.
Is there any courage in you whatsoever? Or do you just blindly follow?
Sheep.
At the moment, you are standing as the guardians of your own demise.
Stand with us! 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 Stand with us!
Like I said, if it is to be, it's up to us. Because they're no help to us, clearly. Remember what I said. Reclaim your power.
Yes.
This is our country.
Yes.
This is our state.
Yes!
They work for